Hi, this is Ira Winkler for the CruiseCon channel, and again, a lot of my attendees want to know probably the more critical thing: should you get the drink package or not? On Royal Caribbean, which we primarily use, Royal Caribbean charges roughly $14 for a mixed drink, less for a beer, wine, whatever, depending on the type. But what happens is you figure a cruise, when you get on the ship, it's roughly $100, which means roughly you have to get like 8 drinks a day, 7 drinks a day to even come close to breaking even, which is a lot for people, especially if they're attending my event. If you're going to drink a lot, sure, but remember that's the average number of drinks per day, because consider that there are going to be shore days, there are going to be days where maybe you're going to sleep late, whatever. So figure out whether or not you're going to drink 10 drinks a day. However, if you buy in advance, the discounts can be kind of attractive. The lowest I've ever seen is a 50% discount, which is roughly $50 a day. For that, consider that the break-even point at $14 per drink is gonna be 3 drinks, because that's 14 times 3, and then if you get a soda, which is like another $3 to $5, bottle of water, again $3 to $5, coffee is $6. It pays to get the drink package if you think you're going to have 3 drinks a day. Then, frankly, frequently it's about 30 to 40%, or whatever the discounts are. 30 to 40% there, it becomes a little bit more questionable. Are you going to get 5 drinks a day? Maybe, maybe not, with a little bit extra. That's up to you to figure out. But remember, it's the average number of drinks you think you're going to drink a day at $14 a drink, plus the sodas, waters, coffee, whatever, which isn't as much. But you know, I wish I had a clear answer, but generally at full price, I wouldn't recommend it. At partial price, it becomes a lot more attractive if you're not a Diamond member of Royal Caribbean, because you get 4 free drinks at Diamond. So that offsets a little bit of the benefit you would get. But either way, it's up to you whether or not you get the drink package and base it. Well, if you're going to have 3 to 4 alcoholic drinks a day at 40 to 50% off, maybe it makes sense. A little bit more, again, you have to do the math, but at full price, unless you're a heavy drinker, really doesn't make a lot of sense. That is the best I can do. That's a decision you have to make yourself, but that's the rough math to consider as you decide whether or not to get a drink package on Royal Caribbean.